welcome to Astro News Daily. I am your host, George Jones, out of the piney woods of East Texas. My co-host, Mark Robertson, is back in the piney woods of Mississippi. We have two special guests with us tonight. We have Betty Moore over in Carthage, Texas, which is right against the Louisiana line. And we have a very special guest, Bobby Mackey, coming at us out of Kentucky. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Doing great tonight.
Well, Bobby, I'm a longtime fan. Me and Betty drove all the way up there just to see you not too very long ago, and it was the last good thing we got to do before the COVID-19 hit.
Oh man, that's great. I'm glad you come to visit with us. Were we on our game that night or not?
You are always on your game, brother. Always. It was fantastic, and I was so happy that I got to meet you and see you and listen to you play. And Betty, of course, her night was made when you sung Joanna. That was great.
Oh yeah. If we'd had a fiddle in the band, you'd have felt like you was in Texas.
That's about right. Well, let me ask you. I mean, you own that great club and you do so many things. How has the COVID-19 affected your world?
Well, all of a sudden it hit us like a bolt, and first thing you know, we had to close down. Everybody was scared to death, and March 14th was the last night that we played. I've been in the music business 50 years, and this is the longest I've been off the stage at one time.
I bet that's a little weird for you.
Yes, it is.
Now, I noticed that you've been doing some pretty cool stuff on the side, though. I've watched your page. You've had a couple of impromptu concerts at your house, and people get to watch. I think that's phenomenal of you to do that, to give people something to do during this pandemic.
Yeah, I really enjoyed going live on Facebook. We had a lot of people joining us, and I had to let out some of my musical frustrations,
I understand. I do. Okay, so I also, one of your friends, RJ, kind of let it slip to me that you have written a new song during all this. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I have, while we've been closed down, and a lot of people have been saying, you need to write a song about this. They kept on me, and I didn't even want to think about it. I just wanted to rest my mind, But then I got to thinking about it, and I come up with an idea, put it together over a couple of days, a song called China Take It Back.
I have listened to this song, and I think it's amazing. In fact, I was sitting here humming it right before I called you. With your permission, Bobby, I'd like to play it for everybody.
I'd love for you to play it.
All right, well then let's go. Here we are, China Take It Back by Bobby Mackey.
That old coronavirus is spreading all around. To try to stop the spread, they had to shut our country down. People sick and dying, where it ends no one can tell. It came to us from China like a bat right out of hell. China, take it back, why'd you let it get away? China, take it back, put that bat back in the cage. Keep your head down low, stay in the house and wait for a better day. Wash your hands, wear your mask, and hope we all stay safe. We all love our country, our great land of the free. We're keeping our social distance from an enemy we can't see. China, take it back, why'd you let it get away? China, take it back, put that bat back in the cage. China, take it back, why'd you let it get away? China, take it back, put that bat back in the cage.
All right. I really liked that, Bobby. I thought that was fantastic. What did you think, Betty?
That was great. That was awesome. But Bobby, everything he sings I think is great. So
Thank you.
There you go. Mark, what'd you think about it?
I thought it was great too, and Bobby, you got that voice of country when I was younger. That's country music there.
Yeah, country's hard to come by anymore. But I've always been country. I grew up that way. Hank Williams Sr. Inspired me when I was 4 years old, and I ain't never been the same since I heard him sing.
Yeah. And I think we're all better for that. So thank you, Hank Williams.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we're going to change topics here just real quick because we are, after all, a news show. So we're going to talk just a little bit about the news that's going on out there in the world today, and we'll get everybody's opinion on that. First thing I want to talk about is, according to the U.S. Business Insider, they're saying now that people who traveled from New York across the United States in early March are the cause of nearly 65% of the coronavirus cases in the rest of the U.S. That New York was the grand central station for the virus, and if they had acted sooner and stopped all the travel, then the rest of us wouldn't have been hurt so bad. What do you think about that? And let's start with you, Betty.
Well, I'm not real sure. I was thinking it had started over when it came to America. I was thinking it was started in Washington, the Oregon area.
Well, that's where the murder hornets are for sure.
I think that was the first known case in America, I believe.
That's true, but because of New York's dense population, it spread through there and then spread out from there very, very fast.
Well, I do have a quick little story. The town I used to live in South Alabama, they had, when all this kind of first started, they had a confirmed case, and the guy had went to the hospital. He tested positive. They told him to go home and self-quarantine. Well, he had came from New York. Well, he went to Walmart, picked up his medicine, and told everybody in Walmart while he was getting his medicine that he had just tested positive, but that he was traveling. He wasn't going to self-quarantine. So I guess that kind of plays into the New York thing if people would have quit traveling.
Interesting. Mark, what are your thoughts?
Well, the first case was in Washington State, but immediately after that, there was a large convention in New York. And people from Washington State and China were all there, and I think that's where it kind of sifted all across the nation from there. It makes sense, but it's really kind of drives home about how social distancing should help.
All right. Bobby, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think most of it came from New York?
No, I think there's a whole lot we don't know about it, and probably, maybe we'll never know, but there's a big mystery about it.
I would agree with you. All right, we're going to change the subject to something a little lighter. Now, you guys know I love entertainment news. That's what I'm all about. And everybody was very excited when CBS said they were going to start bringing back the Sunday night at the movies. And everybody was like, that's cool. But what we really want is the Wonderful World of Disney to be revived at ABC. And guess what? They've decided to do it. ABC is going to start airing the Wonderful World of Disney movie night, just like they used to do. What do you think about that, Betty?
Oh, I think that'll be great.
I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I think that'll be good.
You remember any of those movies that you used to watch as a kid?
I remember some of them, not a whole lot. I watched Dukes of Hazzard a lot.
I did too. Bobby, what do you think about that? The Wonderful World of Disney's coming back.
Well, we can't get too much entertainment these days,
That's very true. Very true. What do you think, Mark?
That was a big part of my childhood. My parents would have to fight with me on Sunday night. They were headed to church. I'm like, but Disney comes on in 30 minutes. So, that was just a big part of my growing up. I'm glad to hear it's coming back.
Yeah, I am too. I'm really glad. So, what is everybody's plans now that it seems like the world is slowly starting to open back up? Bobby, when are you guys going to get on stage again?
Well, we keep hearing different things, but nothing definite. I don't know. Here in Kentucky, the governor's keeping a tight fist here and not giving us any information. So I don't really know. We're ready anytime.
Well, what would it take to get you to come down to Texas?
Not much. Texas.
I'll tell you, Governor Abbott over here, he's loosening the reins quite a bit. We've got restaurants opening back up and parks and events and things are starting to happen again. So we
Yeah,
just
we still can't go to a restaurant and sit down and have a meal up here.
really.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's not good. Yeah, we actually this past week we went out to a couple of restaurants. Mark came all the way over here to visit me from Mississippi, and we got to go out at least a couple of times, didn't we, Mark?
Yeah, we did. 2
Yeah.
nights in a row we sat down and ate in a restaurant.
But I got a couple of events. Maybe we can talk about seeing how we can get you down here to perform for us in Texas. What do you think about that, Bobby?
I'd love to do that. Yeah.
Man, we'd love to have you too. Show you around Tyler, Texas, big old town. Betty, how about you? Now that things are starting to loosen up a little bit, what do you got going on?
Well, I would love to get back up to Bobby's to investigate and watch him play and do a little dancing and check out some more locations to investigate because, you know, I'm all about investigating.
Yeah, you are. You know what, Bobby, I have to tell you, she has not stopped talking about you and your club since we left.
That's great. I've never had anybody visit us from Texas that didn't have a good time there.
Oh man, it felt like being home. It was great. It was fantastic. We were actually plotting to come back up here later as soon as this thing loosens up, so you may be seeing us in person one of these nights.
Yeah, that'd be great. Let us know you're coming.
I will. All right, we are going to take a little break real quick while I insert some news that has come to me from our reporters in the field. And when we come back, Mark Robertson will take over the second half of the show. Everybody stay with us.
Here, we also are very happy to have Bobby Mackey here from Wilder, Kentucky. We appreciate both of y'all being with us tonight. I'm going to start off talking about, COVID-19 is what's on everybody's lips, and that's what all the news is about, so that's where we're going to start. But I found some interesting items. Apparently, Pfizer, according to Fox News, Pfizer has already begun human trials for a vaccine, and that is several months ahead of schedule. Really glad to hear that. I want to combine a few things here as well. USA Today has reported that the University of Texas in Austin, in coordination with the National Institute of Health and the University of Belgium, have published a paper saying that the antibodies that they have found in llamas are seeing that they tied to coronavirus as well. They're looking into that, but the most interesting thing is that according to Italian scientists, this claim that they have developed a vaccine that not only blocks the virus from entering the body, but also neutralizes the virus that's already in the human body, which would be huge, because it would act as a vaccine and a cure. We'll start with you, Mr. Bobby. What do you think about that?
Well, I think this is America, and America always gets it done. So they'll find something and they'll make it work.
Amen.
But I heard what you were talking about the llamas. The llamas, I heard that too. I saw something about that, and that's very interesting.
I think it is very interesting, and I completely agree. That's kind of what America's always done in the past. When the going gets tough, we go up and do it. Eddie, what do you think about it?
I agree completely with what Mr. Bobby said. I find that interesting, the one that you were talking about that would be a cure in a vaccine. Has that ever been done before on anything else? Do you know?
That's what they're actually saying, that this is an absolute first, that they've come up with a vaccine that also neutralizes the coronavirus in the human bloodstream. It's never been done before. So we hear a lot of things. I'll be glad to see if this actually comes to light. I would love to see it come to light.
That's great news.
Yeah, absolutely. George, what do you think about it?
Wow. When you first said llama, I was cleaning my ears out going, wait, did I hear that right? but but that's actually fascinating, and it's also interesting to hear that they're looking in places like llamas. I mean, that just shows how far that science and technology has gone. And to hear that there is a cure and a vaccine possibly in one is pretty mind-blowing. But as Bobby said, we're in America. We're going to get it done. We always do.
Matt, didn't they say something about nanobodies in the llamas.
Right. That's what's something that's unique to llamas, that they not only develop antibodies, but they invent a subset of the antibody called a nanobody, and that's what they're really interested in seeing.
Right. Interesting.
It is
Long way from
interesting. Long way from what?
the rat.
Yeah. This is true.
I want to see some sunshine in here, and some warm sunshine. And that'll help us a lot too, you know.
You know, and that's I saw another article about talking about that, how we, ban people being at the beaches, and I understand it's about the social distancing and stuff, but I live basically here on the beach. I mean, never closed our beaches. People were very responsible about keeping good social distance out there. And, with all the sunshine, there's actually things in sand out there that washes into the water that supposedly help fight the virus. And our particular county, our two counties that have good beaches down here, have had some of the lowest virus counts in the state. So I really think that has something to do with it. I wish everybody would be prescribed beach therapy. We just have to do it we'd have to do it in increments, We couldn't have the whole state on the beach at one time.
Well, I can tell you right now, in Texas, the temperature is ranging from 85 to 92. It's been sunny and beautiful every single day. So just come on back to East Texas. We'll take care of you.
I guess the hotter the sunshine, the less time that the virus lives.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, we should have it about knocked out here in a few more days in Mississippi, because it's hot. Even mid to high 90s every day here. Okay, moving along a little bit, we're going to talk about another thing that's kind of corona related. It's actually very corona related, and it's very controversial, but there was a video that went viral on Thursday that's been actually taken off of YouTube and taken off of Facebook, but it's about a scientist that used to work with Dr. Fauci, and she is claiming that this is all a big, conspiracy, and that it's all about making money. But now there's been a lot of stuff come to light, and you never know what to believe, talking about she has already been kind of discredited over some of the other theories and stuff that she had. She was actually arrested at one point she'd gotten fired from Dr. Fauci's lab, and when she left, she stole her laptop and her records, flew off to California, and they went out there and arrested her. They ended up releasing her without pressing charges. But it just kind of makes it hard to figure out what to believe. Betty, have you seen anything about this video?
I haven't seen anything about that, I don't think. I was trying to think if I have. I don't think I have. I don't think it's popped up on me.
Well, as fast as it pops up, they've been taking it down. And I think the film is called, the little film is like a news interview, and it's called #Pandemic.
I don't think I've seen that.
And listen to it, it sounds like a legitimate news story, but again, we're going off of one person has to say. But it does make you kind of stop and think. They have several doctors on there that they're just really confused about the orders they get from the CDC on how to treat this virus, and it doesn't make any sense to them. Mr. Mackey, have you seen anything about this?
No, but I'm very skeptical about all that. We just don't know what to believe.
Well, I've been in the medical field for about 25 years, and I've had to stop and scratch my head several times over the treatments that they're recommending. And when we came out with that first treatment that Donald Trump was pushing so hard, and we were seeing what looked like progress, and then we came out and said, no, we couldn't do a double-blind study, so we're going to stop using it. That was a little confusing to me as well. George, what do you think?
Well, I'll tell you what. I watched the video, and if you guys want me to send you a link, I will, because I've got it saved. But it's odd that it keeps being yanked down every time it's put up, and that kind of worries me a little bit. It seems incredibly sincere. I do not think that they're actors on there, because if they were actors, they probably would have done better. But I don't know what to believe. I think there's so much miscommunication out there, and I think there's so many conspiracy theories, and it's the only thing I can do is focus on my little world and try to make it the best that I can make it and make it good for everybody around me, and that's what I'm going to do.
Agreed. It seems like we've come down to a campaign of fear now. It's either fear of the pandemic itself or fear of the conspiracy, and it's just a battle there. And I hate to see that we've kind of come down to that. I'm going to change gears now and turn it over kind of Mr. Mackey. I want you to give us some heads up on where we can find your music, how we can find your club, what's going on with you.
Well, I got that nightclub in Wilder, Kentucky. 3 miles inside of 275 that goes around Cincinnati, and I've been there 42 years. And I've got a mechanical bull, and just to have a great time. I got the place to play my music the way I wanted to, and and I got a great band, and we love what we do, and we can't wait to get back at it.
Can they find your latest music on YouTube? Is it up on there?
Yes, you can find all my music on YouTube, Facebook, and I'm a Twitter guy. I got lots of Twitter followers. I actually got more followers from in England and foreign countries. I got more followers than I do here in the United States.
Well, we're going to try to help your following in Texas a bit out here for sure.
Yeah, I'd love to hear from anybody on Twitter. Look me up.
That sounds great. Well, guys and gals, we are just about out of time for this evening. I really want to thank Bobby Mackey for being here with us. Thank you, sir.
It's been a lot of fun. Thank you all very much, and I want to see you back in Wilder again.
And I thank you, Betty Moore, for being surprised with being on this show with Bobby.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And, of course, thank my co-host, Mark Robertson, as always, for being here. I am going to do something unusual tonight. We're going to end with another replaying of Bobby's song, Trying to Take It Back. America and the world, stay with us. Take care of yourselves. Keep following the rules of social distancing. And we'll get together on the other side of this and have a good old time at Bobby Mackey's nightclub.
That old coronavirus is spreading all around. To try to stop the spread, they had to shut our country down. People sick and dying, where it ends no one can tell. It came to us from China like a bat right out of hell. Trying to take it back, why'd you let it get away? Trying to take it back, put that bat back in the cage. Keep your head down low, stay in the house and wait for a better day. Wash your hands, wear your mask and hope we all stay safe. We all love our country, our great land of the free. We're keeping our social distance from an enemy we can't see. Trying to take it back, why'd you let it get away? Trying to take it back, put that back in the cage. Trying to take it back, why'd you let it get away? Trying to take it back, put that back